What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another workout video. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm not gonna be actually walking you through a workout, but instead I'm gonna be going over different chest exercises that you can do with just a set of dumbbells. I'm gonna be walking you through the actual form and giving you form tips as well on how to perform these properly. And all of these can be done with either 2 dumbbells or 1 dumbbell. Just keep in mind, if you are only using 1, you will have to do each arm obviously 1 at a time and make sure that you're actually working both sides. Of course, don't just work one side. Make sure that you work both sides. Ideally you want 2, but if you only have 1, perfectly fine. First thing I wanna say is if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below so you never miss out on any future videos. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like as well. We're gonna hop right into this, guys. The first one is going to be a dumbbell floor press. So this is exactly what you would do if you had a bench, but you're just gonna be doing it on the floor, right? And that's the whole name of it here. So for this actual exercise, you're gonna go ahead and start right here as you would if you had a normal, bench back here. Drop back, and you want your elbows to be basically on the floor, and you don't want your elbows way up high. You wanna make sure that they are down at somewhat of an angle. And as you bring this weight up, you wanna also be bringing it together. This way you can get the best contraction on the chest. Back down, and make sure that you squeeze right there at the top for the best contraction. So the only limitation to this exercise would be you can't get as deep of a stretch as if you had a bench, because the floor is obviously stopping you from going down any more than that. But still a great exercise if this is all you have to work with. Still gonna get the good contraction on here. You're just not gonna be able to get as deep of a stretch. All right, so for exercise number 2, we're gonna be doing a floor fly. So just like the floor press, you're gonna be coming back and you're gonna start up here. And I actually like this better than with a bench, because when you get on a bench, sometimes people extend way too far down and you can put a lot of pressure on your shoulder. So I actually like the floor press a lot because I think it stops you at a good point. So bring the weight out and squeeze the very top. Try not to let the dumbbells touch each other, because when you do that, you're basically resting right here. Like I could hold this all day long, but when it's like this, it's a lot harder because you have to balance it and all that good stuff. Keeps tension on the chest. So come down and back out. And again, you want your elbows at a slight angle here. And bring the dumbbells right above the chest. You don't want them like way down here, and you don't want them way up here. You want them right above your chest. And you want to go nice and slow. Make sure that you're actually controlling the weight, and make sure you're getting a contraction. The whole point of an exercise is to get a contraction. It's not to just move the weight from point A to point B as quick as you can. You want to feel that tension on your muscle. So make sure that you guys do these properly when you slow down. The next up is going to be a close grip press. So once again, back down. You're going to put the 2 dumbbells together. Now before you come down, roll your shoulders back a little bit, retract your scapula, drop the weight down, and you want the top of the dumbbell to basically be at your nipple. Push up, and you should be pushing with the chest. That's why you need to roll your shoulders back, because if you don't roll your shoulders back, this can very easily turn into a front delt exercise like this. So shoulders back. And you should feel this in your inner chest quite a bit. Again, nice and slow. I like to go down slow, hold, feel the tension, explode up, squeeze, down slow. And that's the close grip press. Next up is gonna be a neutral grip floor press. So instead of actually having the dumbbells held like this, you're gonna now turn your wrists to face each other. that's what a neutral grip is gonna be. So same exact thing. Come back here, this straight above you. You're gonna drive your elbows down and up, and again, bring these weights together as you get to the top. So down, up. And that is the neutral grip floor press. Next up, we have underhand front raises. So these, I like to do them on my knees. Personally, you guys have probably seen these in every chest video that I've done so far. I really like these. It really helps. It's almost like you're doing a low fly with a cable. It's basically the same movement, but you're with a dumbbell. So for these, right here, you're gonna hold the dumbbell. I like to do them on the knees because then I can't swing as much. When you're standing, it's very easy to cheat the rep. So on the knees, roll your shoulders back. Make sure your chest is nice and sticking out. Palms facing forward. You're gonna drive that dumbbell up. And when you're bringing it up, I don't like to go just like straight out. I don't feel that as much. So you wanna kind of bring it across a little bit. So. And you can do these both at the same time, but for me, I like to do these single armed. All right. So for those, you want to use somewhat of a lightweight. 25 is pretty heavy for these, but all I got. So dumbbell close grip push-ups. So this would be the next one here. Dumbbell here, and you're gonna put your palms right on the dumbbell here. You can also do this with a medicine ball or step or whatever. So right here, gonna come down, and you wanna come down to your chest, right to the dumbbell right there. Don't rest at the bottom though. So bring it down and up. And if that's difficult for you, do a diamond push-up. That's still hard, but do a diamond push-up. It's almost the same concept, but with these, I really like the contraction that you get with this. You can also do it this way, but be careful if you have a dumbbell here that you don't drop the dumbbell and end up doing a face plant. So those are really, really good. I like to do those at the very end of my chest exercise or chest workout. So next up is the wide push-up. So for these, I would recommend using the dumbbells if you have them, or some type of push-up piece of equipment, just so your wrists are more protected. So here we go. So you want it just outside of shoulder width, nice and wide, just so that we can get a nice stretch on the chest, go all the way down, squeeze up. And if you have to do these on your knees, do them on your knees. I'd rather you do them on your knees and get that full stretch than to try to do it like this and only go here, because this isn't really gonna do a whole lot for you. Drop the ego, push up. So those are all the dumbbell chest exercises that I frequently do when I'm here at home or when I'm at the gym. These are just great alternatives if you don't have access to a lot of equipment, and great ways to really get a deep stretch on the chest and get the best contraction for, you know, flies, for presses, and then for push-up style. These are all great movements. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other videos you want to see down in the comments below. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe That way you never miss out on a future video. See you next time.